Well, Ed, yesterday it was Walmart. Today it was Target, actually having its worst day since 1987. It was a miss on those earnings and actually cutting their profit outlook to 6% from 8%. This was not about sales. It was about those higher freight costs, higher fuel costs, and also those inventory levels rising, actually up some 43% from a year ago. That was a similar story that we saw from Walmart yesterday, which is also down in the session today. But this is not just your traditional retailers that are being hit today. That is extended over to some of your e-commerce stocks. I'm looking at Etsy, I'm looking at Wayfair, I'm looking at eBay. All of those were down today. They suffer a lot of the same problems, supply chain issues, inflation. Those stocks actually on a year-to-date basis getting hit even harder than the likes of Walmart, than the likes of Target. But you've got to remember, when we talk about these e-commerce stocks, these were actually your pandemic darlings. But that, of course, started to falter when we got that reopening. That stay at home began to suffer as people got back out there and started shopping back in their brick and mortar. And if you actually look at the selective e-commerce index, it's actually given up about half of the peak of the pandemic gains. And of course, when we talk about shoppers changing, it's not just how they shop, but also what they have been shopping on. And we see that really by consumer discretionary really getting hit. Those stocks down in the past month in a big way. A key part of that, of course, is inflation. Yes, wages are rising, but they are not keeping a pace. So we're seeing a lot of that optional spending really dwindling, particularly as food and fuel prices have been rising in a big way. And that is the key theme that we have seen in some of these retail earnings, Ed.